Hello, my name is Nathan and welcome to the review of the Australian Wildflower Reading Cards, newly released and published by Australian author and artist Sherilyn Darcy. Sherilyn has spent many years of her life researching, writing about and painting flowers, and these cards that she has just released are a testament of her hard work and dedication to what she loves and to what she is truly ever so passionate about. Flowers are very universal in the sense that everyone connects with them on what could be considered an everyday level. We have flowers in our gardens, in our backyards, our front yards, our national parks and reserves, our florists and our nurseries, and in so many more places. And if you think about it, there are many ways to interpret or to look at flowers in our lives. For example, we can look at them in a physical sense, in the ways that we appreciate their beauty, and there is also the way that we can work with them in a non-physical sense, in terms of healing, in terms of interpreting what kinds of messages they have, and getting a sense of our feelings and how they speak to us as a result of engaging with flowers. And flowers are living things in their own right, and so in saying that, they have their own energy too. And what is so beautiful about these cards is that Sherilyn has put so much detail and so much effort into each of these artworks. You can see the vibrant colours, you can see the detailed brush strokes, and it's like every single artwork speaks a story of its own. And whilst the cards each have their name and each of them have their individual message, the key to the messages in the cards lies within the artworks themselves. And something that is so beautiful about these Australian Wildflower Reading Cards is that whilst there are many different kinds of reading cards on the market that feature different themes like angels and fairies and different elementals, it feels like the Australian Wildflower cards contain elements within them that are suitable for both scientific communities, spiritual communities, and people from all different walks of life. And if you have a look at the booklet of these cards, you'll even see that each entry for every flower contains botanical information, scientific information, and metaphysical information. So it talks about like the origins of the flower, it talks about the scientific names, where they might be found, and it also talks about, the healing qualities of each flower and how you would use them. So the use of these cards could be used in the sense of a reading, like an oracle card reading, but then you could also use it in the sense of taking it that step further and using the actual flowers and gathering the materials to create your own essences, as an example of how this product or how these cards can go beyond what they're actually intended to be used for. So it has a variety of different applications in that sense. And I feel that these cards are a very great way of connecting with flowers, understanding what their messages are, understanding the energies within them, and really just deepening your connection with nature itself. And one of the most beautiful things about these cards that I'll finish up on is that using these cards is a great way to connect with flowers on a rainy day, or, if the flowers are not in season. It's like you can still connect with the beauty of these flowers, you can still connect with the energies, you can still work with them in ways that go beyond what your physical limitations are. And because flowers appeal to many different people from many different backgrounds, I would be able to recommend these as a very gentle yet very empowering and supportive deck of cards for someone to use to learn to read cards with, to use in personal use, and to use in professional readings as well. So Sherilyn, you've done a great job with these Australian wildflower cards. They're so beautiful, and later on I'm going to be reading from these on your online launch event, and if you stay tuned to the NathanStar Clairvoyant Healing page, I'll also be reading from these quite regularly, because these feel like a deck of cards that have really sung out to me more recently, and I'm liking them, and I really want to be able to share the love and the magic that you've put into these cards. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for listening, and we'll see you again next time. Namaste.